Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass live streamers play Dungeons and Dragons. Before we jump into tonight's session, I'd like to introduce you all to our very special cast for our Halloween cosplay episode. I'm so excited to show you everyone's fantastic costumes, so without further ado, please go ahead and turn on your cameras, friends.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It looks so good.
Run!
Holy shit.
Your little ears
Oh, no.
so good.
Damn moves. I regret being a Furbolg now. I was like, damn, I wish I was an elf.
It looks like Bryn is having some technical issues.
Yeah,
I think you
I
need to
sure am.
unplug some of those extra
no.
cameras you
I
have
do
in
not
there.
understand how to do these complicated. Oh, hey, look, there I am. You kids
First
and
of
your
all,
Facebooks and things.
you all look absolutely fantastic. Very proud of
Matt
you
Mercer.
all. It's Max Mercer, thank you.
Max Mercer.
That's Mercer.
I love that.
Look at those ears for Valken. It's fantastic.
I know. It's pimping.
They're amazing. Look at the tattoo. Oh my god.
I
so
love
good.
it.
You can't really tell what it is, but
Look at
Now
those
everyone
guns.
can
That's
see
all,
why-
that's all
why
that
he's being
matters.
look at
Swole,
look at those. Oh my goodness. TOS, let's go.
Oh,
Actually
God,
not. I looked it
Ron,
up.
your
We're fine.
armor.
We're in the clear.
Oh, how are you so blue?
Because if I was green, I would die, Bryn.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, don't tell her now.
Oh man, you all look so great. Well,
everyone looks awesome.
Just a reminder, thanks again for donations. That's what got us all to do this nonsense. So, you know.
yes, very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. It's been a while during our charity stream to stop AAPI hate, but this is you all made this possible, so I hope you all enjoy what we have going on here. Before we get started, we'll go ahead and jump into a few announcements. So first off, for those of you who do not know, we have a Patreon, and if you become a patron to said Patreon, you can get early access to both our VODs as well as our podcasts. And there's even a level that will allow you to help me make an NPC that will appear in the campaign. And aside from that, in case you were wondering, we also have a fantastic merch store where you could find such items as this wonderful Casters and Cantrips mug. For those of you that were asking if I have the leather bracelets, of course I do. What do you think kind of stream this is?
Yeah, we're not noobs.
A little higher, Mr. Mercer. Thank you.
Max Mercer. Also, secondly, for those of you that do listen to our podcast, if you don't know, we're all dressed up as our wonderful characters, and I am, well, of course, dressed up as the DM. They say dressed for the job that you want, so I thought I would take a shot at it. But if you do listen on Patreon, we are, I think, 3 listens away from 500 total.
Whoa.
For our podcast. I think I said Patreon, but I meant podcast. So I appreciate all the support. Thank you all very much. Excuse me while this long straightened hair gets in my mouth. I'm not used to it.
That's what I was talking about. I was trying to eat, and just hair kept getting in my mouth.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just can't get over how just majestic that Ron looks.
It looks so good.
Thank you.
You all
I
look
think all the NPCs
fantastic.
are going to be oddly nicer to him tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Ron has very high charisma, so thank you. Yes.
So good.
Also, one last thing that I think that I had, I can wrap my head around what's actually going on in this stream now. If this is your first time here, thank you very much for watching, and you were a little deep into the campaign, but we do mute any kind of alerts and things going on in the stream so we can stay immersed into our, I think, good campaign, wonderful campaign. But we do thank you very much, and we try and pay attention to chat and let y'all know how much we appreciate you. But without any further ado, I think it's time that we all settle in and get ready for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Sweet Justice making their way to the highly expensive restaurant known as the Artist and the Bard in the city of Icegarth. After bribing their way to the front of the queue, the group was able to find a table right next to the kitchen. During their meal, Vin and Valken decided to try and eavesdrop on Leela Pilwick, the Merchant Guild representative. Constrained by the shorter time of greater invisibility, Vin was able to hear just enough to know that Leela was vying for the favor of the Duchess to better her chances of gaining control over the now lordless town of Tustin. After finishing their very expensive meal, Ron made his way over to where Leela was sitting to try and get some additional information from her about etiquette at the Duchess's ball. After suggesting a dance with Leela, Ron made his way outside with the rest of the party. The next day, the group met with the bard known as Yorlas, who was also their magical item broker, it seemed. He agreed to escort them to Alistair Layton's manor so they could inquire on the logistics of how he comes across his items for sale. Based on Yorlas's previous advice, Sweet Justice elected to spend some coin before asking some pressing questions. After emptying their purses quite a bit, they learned that Alistair had an exclusive contract with Capital Procurement. He's not sure exactly where the items come from, but he knows they have been fishing items out of the Canimus Sea after the large naval battle there that happened a few months ago. Before concluding their business, Vin left the mysterious ring with Alistair to see if he would be interested in purchasing it. On the following day of the ball, Sweet Justice went with Yorlas to speak with Capital Procurement. After boarding the ship, the group met Victoria Redstream, who was in the captain's quarters. Valken offered coin with a side of veiled threats to Victoria for information on his weapon, but she informed the group that she wasn't hurting for coin, but needed some help as her business was booming. The group agreed to be the crew on Capital Procurement's next voyage, here in just a couple days. Later that evening, Sweet Justice made their way to Duchess Laurel Shallard's manor to attend her ball. After thoroughly confusing the herald on their names and titles, the party made their way into the ballroom. Separated into two groups, they thoroughly wowed all of the attendees with their wardrobes as well as their skill on the entrance dance. While mingling with guests, the party ran into Lord Tedric Thornsby, who employed their help in trying to look more impressive than his cousin Kelvin, as well as Brannis, his contracted adventurer. Throughout the rest of the evening, the group met several aspiring nobles that were vying for the Duchess's favor in hopes of gaining lordship over Tustin. Towards the end of the ball, the party stumbled their way through a contra-style dance, and after the entertainment had taken a break, they helped Risa finally speak with Yorlas, and it seemed they were hitting it off. The group enjoyed the rest of the ball and retired for the evening back at the Grey Jug Inn. It is now the next morning after you have found a good night's rest, and it is the next day, the first day of Octo on the calendar of Arzand. The city of Isgarth is yours. What do you do?
Well, it's time to get on a boat, yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Are we heading to Babas?
Well, we have to do job first for boat lady.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah. Yes, Ron remembers, yes.
I
We're
kind
going
of
to go,
felt
like,
like
fight some
an
things.
open-ended job, no?
No, I'm pretty sure it is a specific job, and if we do good, then maybe more open-ended jobs after that.
Ah, okay.
I don't remember when it was.
Yeah.
Like 2 days from when we talked to her.
The boat leaves tomorrow. So you have one last day if you want to wrap up anything in particular in Isgarth, and if not, we can go to the next day. It's up to you all.
I want to walk by, but not go in, the shop that Neely, is that her name? Stole items from, and just see if there's a ruckus.
Oh, nearly, yeah. So
Yeah.
you all can make your way back over to the antiquity shop. And as you're kind of walking by in Highcliff, Are you all wearing your fancy attire, or are you back to your adventuring gear?
I want to stay in my like town's attire so that people treat me normally.
Fancy gear until we get on the boat.
Gotcha. So you walk by and you see there are a few guards inside of the shop speaking with the proprietor, appearing to listen to what she has to say. She's throwing her arms in the air, but as you kind of do a quick scan of the shop as you're walking by, you don't see any broken windows, anything toppled over. It looks to be fairly in order.
And she's not like in hysterics about missing items or anything?
Oh, she's definitely in hysterics, but nothing seems wrong. Knowing what you all know, this may be a testament to how much of a professional that Nearly might be in her specific line of work.
I kind of wander back to the group and say, Nearly was being honest. She actually did rob the store. So.
Does not seem like it. Everything seems normal.
Yeah. I guess. Have you seen her around?
Not
Did she
since
say
the
where
last
she was
time.
headed?
I think so.
Oh, maybe she changed her mind and she gonna join Order of Iberis. Yeah.
She could be an adventurer with us.
Ron did not get the feeling she wants to travel with us any longer.
I really wanted to be her friend.
Yeah, Ron Ron thought that Valkan and Nearly were going to get married, but this is not true anymore.
Why did we think that again? I forget.
Oh,
that?
remember? Because yesterday we talked about, how Ron's village, you grow up with family, with friends in village and childhood friend, and you get, you consummate, mate for life.
Oh, what did I just walk in on?
Oh, that Nearly was not right for Valkan, how Ron thought they going to get married.
That might be just a thing in your village, Ron. I don't.
Yeah, Ron, people do things different everywhere. Plus, like, marriage is pretty stupid, so you don't have to do it if you don't want to, Valkyrie.
Thank you.
Oh, I mean, it is pretty awesome.
Yes,
For some people. Ron.
that's right, Bryn.
Yeah. Nothing better. Anyways.
Anything else
Anything
you'd
else?
like to do?
No,
I'm
we should
saving money for a tattoo.
prepare for a boat trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of go back to the Grey Jug Inn, I'm assuming, and mill around about the town. You do have some outstanding orders with some shopkeepers, but there'll be plenty of time for that once you get back, it seems. So you wake up the next morning where it is now the second day of Octo. There's a little bit of a low wind and some light drizzle in the city, but you make your way back down to the docks, looking for the ship that you had seen earlier, that Capital Procurement seemed to be operating out of. All right, so you make your way over to the ship, and as you step aboard, you see some familiar faces that you had before. You, of course, see Victoria Redstream at the helm, sort of overseeing things. You see the large 8-foot-tall Goliath barking orders at people, and then a couple of others milling about on the deck. And as you walk up the gangplank, Victoria looks at you all, and she says, "Well, welcome aboard. It seems that you're here at first light, like I'd asked you to be."
Yep, we are always prompt. Sometimes.
Well, I'd like to be the first to welcome you to Tamora's favor. You're working with Skullbreaker. He'll show you the ropes, literally and figuratively. And she points
Okay.
over to the very large Goliath. And do you know how to sail?
Nope.
We tried one time, and did not work out so well.
And do you know how to fight?
Oh, all of us can fight, yes, real well.
Yes.
Alright, stay the fuck out of the way until it's time to get in the drink, got it?
Okay with
Why do
me.
we get in? Why do we get in drink?
You know, the water, the ocean.
Oh, okay.
You know, you're supposed to dive down and then get shit and then bring it back. That's the whole
Yeah,
reason we're
okay.
all here.
Yes, it's just Ron is not familiar with the saying.
Yeah, don't actually drink it though, it's really bad for you.
Oh,
Trust me.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
Alright, any questions?
No.
What are we looking for particularly? Like, do you have an eye for something specific?
Well, I mean, it could be anything. It could be any sort of coin. It could be any kind of jewels. Any particular items that aren't currently rusted from all the seawater. It could be chests that haven't been opened, so that the items are perhaps preserved inside. General wreckage, you have to go through it a bit. Anything that doesn't look like it's supposed to be at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, so we go down, we'll look for some shiny things, we'll bring them back up, and then the end?
Well, not really. You take the shiny things, you stay under the water, and then, well, you bring them on over to the crab, and then the crab takes them and then brings them up so we can stay underwater and more efficient that way.
Oh. You have like a whole system. I see.
Right.
Are we getting a cut of the findings?
Well, that's not up to me. It's whatever your deal you made with Victoria.
I think our deal
I'll
was
whisper
in
over to
trade for
Brandon,
something
I'm
else
like,
already.
Remember the deal?
Yeah, what was deal? Who talked to
I
her? It
don't
wasn't me.
think we're making any money off this.
Not
Wait,
the first time. But she
uh,
said if it goes good, maybe next time. This is sort of like how you say trial run.
And I like cross my arms in frustration. I'm like, you're telling me we're doing this for free?
Well,
No, we are getting information
Yeah.
and free ride.
and maybe they'll like us more. Very lucrative. You know.
I guess.
What if
Saving
I
up
buy
for a
you lunch
tattoo.
after when we get back up? Chicken soup sandwiches on me.
Oh,
Eh?
yes. Chicken
Eh?
soup sandwich,
Eh?
very good.
Eh?
Yeah.
Everybody happy now? Okay, good.
Alright, like I said, stay out of the way. You can go downstairs in the hole. We'll show you where to put all your stuff. And, well, good luck. He kind of walks away and starts barking orders at some other people. You see a older rock gnome with kind of curly brown hair, clean shaven, sort of hanging off of the back of the boat, looking at the large kind of metallic cylindrical object, taking some notes and looking at some things before they leave. You see a middle-aged hill dwarf kind of looking around, tying up ropes, barking some orders at some others to kind of get ready to set sail. So, anything else you'd like to do before you all shove off?
I would like to go purchase some more of my supplies to make my healing tonics. And I would like to purchase, thinking like some extra rope, or, I don't know, what do people do underwater? How are we going to breathe?
I assume they're gonna provide the correct.
Yeah, well, I
Here?
don't like to wait. I don't like to put my trust in other people I don't know that well. Let's see, I'm thinking some extra rope, and I'm thinking an extra healing potion. Those are what, 50 gold?
Yep, you can easily find those items. No issue with those.
That is all my gold. But you know what? It'll be worth it when I'm not dead later.
How much are water breathing potions?
In the amount of time that you have, you wouldn't be able to procure those.
Got it.
But if any of you all are curious and want to ask the crew what the plan is, you're more than welcome to do that. But it seems that they have everything
let's
covered.
Ask someone. I
I
want
like
to ask
poke
that
the guy, and I'm like, Mister,
yeah.
Mister.
Which one?
How do we breathe under the water?
Who are you asking?
The guy who was just talking to us.
Skullbreaker, the Goliath.
Yeah.
He turns around. He's like, "What? Oh, all right. Well, you go and see Bilbar, and he'll give you some sort of magic juice, and then you drink it, and then you can breathe under the water for a
shit.
little while."
This is
Okay.
great. I thought that we were just gonna have to hold breath. I mean, I can hold my breath a very long time. So can Ron. Sometimes we have tests challenge each other.
So funny. We're new to this.
Is he laughing
Hold
at
your
me?
breath.
Hey, are you laughing at me?
Oh, you can hold your breath if you like. Well, I'll take the
You're
I'll take
bigger
the
than
fun
me, but that
juice.
does not mean I won't punch you.
And he kind of just walks away and just like holding this.
It's okay, Brent. It's okay. It is, you know,
Who's
we are,
laughing at me?
you know, it is, we are first time going underwater, you know, doing jobs. So it's, you know, it's okay.
I mean, I
just
did
ask
fight a
honest
dragon
question.
underwater.
Yeah, see, exactly. We can hold breath and fight monsters underwater. Proven. Show him.
What if I can breathe with some magic juice? That's fine too.
I mean, yeah, this is much preferable, not to the point.
Okay. So as everyone kind of gets ready to set sail, you hear for Skullbreaker for them to pull the anchor, the captain at the helm, and then you shove off the early morning on the docks of Isgarth, and you make your way around the kind of peninsula where Isgarth is located, sort of going underneath the large bridge that separates the Pillar of Knowledge with the rest of the city. And much like previous ship travel that you've had, they make good time. The best thing about a ship is that it can go during the night. So there are several shifts, so while you all are sleeping, you don't have to lose any time. One thing that I would like you all to do as players, though, is eventually you all will be going into the drink, as Skullbreaker had said. So you need to make sure and let me know what items you're going to be taking with you underneath the water and what items are going to stay on the ship.
Right.
So basically what I will be doing is that if anything is in your backpack on D&D Beyond, you can just add a backpack. Anything in there stays in the ship nice and dry. Anything that is not will be on your person and able to be used or waterlogged, per se. So get thinking about that.
Can potions be waterlogged?
What's that?
Can potions be waterlogged or like spell scrolls?
That's a good question. Spell scrolls, maybe they are magical, so you'll have to find out. But
Let me organize the backpack that
Yeah,
I've
what about
totally been using
potions?
this entire time.
that's why I gave y'all plenty of time. Plenty of time. A little warning. So, with that being said, on the first day, I would like one of you all, doesn't matter who, to roll me a d12 and let me know what you get.
I've rolled a d12 in ages.
DM,
Yes.
2.
my paper birds will not let me move them into my backpack. I would like you to know that they are in my backpack.
Okay. A 2. All right. So as the first day, and you're making pretty decent time despite the low wind, as well as the kind of light drizzle in the area, as it sort of storm all the way across the Isgarth as you're approaching the Great Bridge of Nona. But as you sort of look in to the water as you're sort of passing by, you see sort of in the distance a few water spouts start dancing onto the water, seemingly formulating and then moving for some distance. It's really far, hard to tell. Formulating and then after a few moments sort of going back into the storm. It seems quite a bit away, but just a notable sight as you are traveling along. On the second day, nothing too uneventful here. After the first day, you sort of make good time. You have gone almost about halfway. You can see the large Great Bridge of Nona spanning across the Tyrian region as well as the Kingdom of Vantis, where you had originally crossed at the beginning of your journey. So as you're making your way out there, you can sort of see a formation of large mass of troops to one side of it, but a little hard to tell. I'd like someone else to roll a d12 for me.
I can roll it. 11.
All right. And 11. So as you get closer and sort of pass underneath the Great Bridge of Nona, you see into the distance that what appears to be a momentary formation in the waves that you kind of blink as you may miss it, but it looks like an enormous face in the water.
Like
What?
an ominous face, or just like a smiley face that like one would see?
Just a large, just humanoid face, just neutral expression, not happy or scowling, but as you look away and look back, it's gone.
Did you guys see that?
Oh, see what?
The face? In the water?
No.
What? Have you been drinking?
I think I've been on the sea for too long. I think I'm starting to get sick. Are we there yet?
No, we're not
Hello?
there yet. We have about another day's travel before we're there.
I'm gonna
All
be
the-
sick.
Well, all the good stuff is right where the naval battle took place, where, of course, the Vantis Navy was decimated, but that's where we get. That's where we get all the good findings. All right. So this day passes. The rain seems to have cleared up. It's sunny skies, no wind, no rain. So it's a little slow going, but you find your way there. And I would like one more d12 roll.
Go for it, Ben.
Okay. 1.
One. Okay. So as you sort
Okay,
of
I'll
make
touch
your
off. I'm
way.
rolling those.
Yep. So as you've passed under the Great Bridge of Nona, you see the large mass of troops kind of in between the bridge and Last Chance. So they had mentioned the Vantis army was heading that way. And as you get closer towards the middle of the water to the starboard side, you see the large tower that had broken off the landscape there. You see a couple other smaller islands kind of dotted there in the Canamus Sea. But as you're kind of taking in the scenery and the clear skies, you look over and see what appears to be a person or grasping on to a net floating in the water. It seems that they're mostly submerged and all you can see is their hand.
And the hand is still there. You guys see that? You see it this time?
See what?
The hand.
There's a man overboard.
Wait, isn't this like that other time, or?
Yeah, we found the ring on the hand, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
check to see if there's a ring.
Oh god, what if you pull it out and it's the same ring? Like, finds you.
Oh, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. It'd be pretty crazy.
Alert, Skullbreaker.
What is it?
There's a appears to be a man in water, on net.
Kind of squints and he calls up to someone in the crow's nest. Hey, you see that out there? And then you see a young human woman kind of look through a spyglass and she goes, yeah, I see it. And they kind of bring the boat around and go alongside it. And he goes, all right, you grab it. He points to you all.
A round of grab.
So as the ship comes alongside, you make your way kind of down to kind of grab this net, and as you go to pull, you notice that it's just a severed hand.
Not again.
Ron, what is it?
Another hand.
Is there jewelry on it?
Ron will look for a ring or something.
There's no jewelry currently on this hand.
Do you think
but I
it's
want
the
to
other
know
hand? Is it the
what
other
is-
hand?
Oh, it could be the other hand. If it's not, I want to know what is out here eating everything except for the hand. Very strange. Never heard of
Is
this
there anything
before.
else on the net that we? Or is it
Yeah,
just,
like maybe a
that's
foot.
it?
No, just appears to be just this severed hand with on the net. It's kind of all tangled, so you could pull it up and kind of inspect what's in it, but it's gonna be kind of hard as you're hanging off the side of the ship.
Ron will pull it up.
All right. And you pull up the net, and you all take some time to kind of go through this net, and it's seaweed and just pieces of kelp and debris, but nothing of any value.
Oh, sorry for false alarm.
When we found the hand before, were we in the same general waters? Oh boy. I don't
So,
think I like that.
as you're kind of inspecting kind of this net, Valken and Ron, you see this hand let go of the net, raise on its fingers, and begin crawling frantically around the deck.
What?
Someone. Oh, hand's alive. Oh no.
How can it be alive, Ron? There's no body.
Look. Ron points at
Is
the
it
hand.
moving or does it stop?
not touching it.
Halloween
I'm not touching it.
episode.
You see this hand
Oh,
making
shit.
a beeline towards Vin, and it gets close to you, Vin, and crawls up your leg.
I kick it off, like do like a little kicky.
Yeah, so go ahead and just roll me a attack roll or a melee roll. You can see it's not trying to get to you, it's looking in your bag.
What?
What?
It is. Is it
It's
plus
looking for the
anything or just
ring!
straight?
What's that?
Is it plus anything or just straight?
So D20 plus your proficiency bonus plus strength for unarmed. Basically an unarmed attack roll.
I've
So
never
plus
done
two.
that before.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. 19.
19. Okay. Let's take a look here. So,
I've never unarmed attack. You know who I am?
there you go. So, I believe your unarmed attack does 0 damage, but you're able to kind of kick this claw off as it's reaching into your bag and kind of rummaging around. And you kick it off, and it kind of scrambles across the deck and almost looking at you, but not quite. It starts making a run for the side of the ship. Anyone else like to do
Catch
anything?
that hand! Put it in a box!
Ron's gonna just try to smash him with his mace.
Falcon's just off to the side. You guys, you're doing great.
I'm gonna try to
I'm sure you'll
grab the
catch it.
hand.
Easy for you to say.
I'm gonna grab like a fishing net from off of
Is.
the deck, you know,
Sure.
and try to grab it.
So we'll do Ron first. He was gonna smash the hell out of it, so go ahead and give me an attack roll with your mace.
All right. New mace. Let's go. 27.
Oh yeah. Roll your damage for this brand new shiny mace.
11.
So as you kind of hoist this mace up over the deck as it's running towards the edge of the deck and appearing trying to jump over the side, you just smash into this hand and just flatten it onto the deck as it's splayed out. And just immediately after you hit this hand and reel back for another, Bryn finds one of the nets and just throws it over it.
Oh, good thinking, Bryn.
Yeah, Stan's not going anywhere.
Ron was just going to smash.
I mean, it is also a good option. But first, let's see if we can figure out what the heck this thing is. Hey, Fisher, sailor people, have you ever seen a hand like this before? Can anyone? Nope. Yes.
Bilbar kind of looks close and kind of inquisitively, who is the rock gnome. He goes, I've never seen anything like this before. No, thank you. And he just kind of puts his hands up and walks away.
You see, that's just he's smart.
Can I poke it with a stick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You poke it and it's a severed hand.
But is it like still running around in there in the net, or is it like snarling? Is it just
No.
laying there?
After Ron bopped it, it is just motionless, splayed out, broken.
Ron, I think you killed it.
Are there
well,
any
this is a good
spots
thing.
on the-
Yeah, I think so.
Are there any spots on the fingers where like a ring would have been, but like type of thing? Like indentations or like a suntan, anything that could indicate that this could be the hand from the ring.
Why don't you make me a medicine check?
I wonder if Mimi would eat it.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't think we should be convincing her to eat like things that look like human parts. What if
it's
she
like
likes
an
it? Then we
undead.
got real problem.
3.
3. Yeah, you're looking and it's just so like necrotic and like rotten and just bloated and gross. You wouldn't even be able to tell if there was any discoloration or anything weird about this hand because it is a fucked up hand.
Ron's just gonna sacred flame the hell out of it. Just scorch it.
Yeah, no roll required. You just use sacred flame and just pump radiant energy into this hand, and it just radiant flames move across it each time, and it is just not moving.
Okay, it's okay now. We can maybe not fish things out of water anymore that looks like hand or body part.
As you're sort of kind of staring at this hand in this net, you see Skullbreaker kind of walk over. He picks up the net and just flings it into the ocean. He's like, "All right, enough fun. Back to work." You see the hand just fly into the ocean.
That was probably not okay.
Does it
It's
sink
fine.
like low into the abyss, or does it like try to swim back?
No, it's motionless. It just floats from it and then sinks.
I look
Is
at
anyone
Ron.
else?
He did good.
Is anyone else having second thoughts about going down into that water?
Considering what area we are in, possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Should Ron wear armor or should Ron just be in loincloth? Because if we go in water, then Ron needs to swim. Ron wear full plate and we just sink.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
would
you're
sink,
probably
right?
gonna have to take that off. Actually, that's a good point. Do we need to not have like shield? Like, what? How much do we? How many rules here do we need to follow?
Yeah, DM,
There-
how do we water?
So
How do we water?
yeah, so
How do we...
with the rules, you can wear your armor. It's just your speed's halved, regardless. So
Okay.
you're not gonna like drown immediately by jumping in or anything like that. That seems a little silly to me. But no, basically your movement's gonna be halved. Combat underwater, unless you are using a piercing melee weapon, you're gonna be at disadvantage. Magic is fine underwater as long as you can breathe, which seemingly is taken care of. Otherwise, you could still use magic with variable components, but you would not be holding your breath. But they've got that taken care of for you. Ranged weapons are effective to, I believe, I'll have to look it up. I don't think it's a big issue here now. I'll look it up just to make sure, but I believe they're effective up to a certain amount. Any other questions?
Nope.
Gotcha. Yep. Range weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond its normal range. And it's disadvantage unless it's a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin, or a spear or trident or dart. And creatures and objects that are fully immersed in water have resistance to fire. All right. So, as you sort of sail along, looking out for any other strange oddities in the ocean, you get where you're meant to be going with about half the days left. And they inform you that in the mornings when they will start the hunt for smitems. So
All
we'll take a
right.
look at what you all are keeping versus not keeping. And you all will need to find something to do with Mimi.
Ooh.
Either
She
steal
can't
her a
come with
potion
us?
or leave her on the ship.
Oh.
Whatever y'all would like to do.
What? Ron does not believe we should leave Mimi alone on the ship. That is a bad
That's not
idea.
a good idea. We're gonna have to
Do we
get her an
know
extra
Mimi can
water
swim?
potion. She doesn't really need to swim. She's gonna be in Ron's pocket, right? She just needs to not drown.
We don't want to kill.
What if we feed Mimi really, really full, so then she will not do anything?
And then leave on ship. That's probably a good idea. She doesn't eat all the time. She just eats a lot when the opportunity presents itself. Do we have enough to feed her to make her full? How is full is full?
Ron does not know.
Oh.
How full can mimics get?
Oh, I think we just feed her until she falls asleep.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah, good idea.
Right. So, where you'll be doing this on the ship?
Do we have a bed, or is it just like
You have some hammocks down in the
Communal
hold down
sleeping area.
below. Mm-hmm.
okay? Okay, everyone get in circle. Then we try to feed Mimi. Hopefully, no one see.
Okay. You make your way down to the hold as people are preparing, getting things set up for the ship to. You're doing this that morning or the night before?
The morning.
Yep. Okay. So you wake up early. People are kind of moving about, getting things ready, and you all are trying to feed Mimi. So you pull Mimi out, who's looking like an electrum bar, and she kind of blinks and opens her little beady eyes, and you see her appendages pop out and looks up to you all expectantly.
Just feeding her rations.
More. How many do you feed her?
Ron needs more.
I'll give you some.
Does she understand common, did we determine?
Three rations.
Or Elvish only?
You need 3?
Oh, I can give you 3.
Yeah.
All right.
How many total?
We're gonna go with 4.
All right.
Let's make it 5. I'll donate 1.
5 done.
Yeah, and I'll do 2.
Yeah, I'll give.
I can find us food, so.
Mm-hmm.
Do worry.
And Ron can fish. We're on a boat.
That you are.
Do we want fish where dead bodies are?
She
It's fine.
to answer your question, she knows Elvish and Draconic
Okay.
currently, and Pseudo knows how to turn into some kind of messed up looking chest.
Yeah, yeah. Ron needs more practice with the Mimi.
Should we like tie her to like the bed or something, you know, like after she falls asleep?
We could lock her in a satchel within a satchel within a satchel.
Or
Ron
she'll
feels
just
like
eat
she would
through
just
it.
eat everything.
What if we bribe her? Like,
Does
oh,
she
if
know
you
what
stay
that
in this
means?
room, you're going to get something nice.
Ron's gonna try to emulate, like, if she sleeps all day, and she'll get more when we get back in Elven.
Tell her she can have all the food she wants, and here she can have this pretty pink ribbon that I bought from the Haberdashery.
Oh, okay.
In
Oh,
episode
yes.
like 2.
And
I don't know.
and Mimi gets pink ribbon.
Yeah, if she's good, she gets pink ribbon and all the food and all the honey. Tell her that.
Okay.
I look at Brandon, I'm like, all the honey?
Well, all that we have, we can get more.
Hey, we gotta
Look,
make sure
I've
we
been
have
doing a
enough
lot
to
of research on
sustain her.
beekeeping. We are going to be rich in honey one of these days.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. 23.
All right. So luckily, everyone's busy and has no idea what you're doing, and you're sort of trying to convey to Mimi in one of the tongues that she doesn't understand that if she's good, which you define good as not eating everything on the ship or eating anybody, that she'll get more food and a nice little bow. And she sort of just looks at you and turns into a weird fucked up looking chest and doesn't quite get there, and then turns into a bar of electrum.
Yes, well, we will practice later, Mimi.
More later.
Yes, more later.
Much
Here,
more.
Ron will just give her extra rations worth of food. Mm-hmm. And then
I
just
think
like
y'all are
pat her.
up to like 8 or 9 you gave her.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
show her that I've got like 14 more in my bag, just so she knows that there is more.
Okay.
I'll try to assist. I don't know.
It seems that you have pacified your pet mimic for the
Oh,
time
please don't
being,
eat everything on the ship.
and you make your way to the deck while everyone's kind of lining up and checking each other's gear. And you see Skullbreaker sort of on the deck with Victoria looking on. And Skullbreaker, he says, "All right, Bilbo, you're on the crab. Undil, you're down below. And Joseph and Ivy, you're down below as well. And all you're down below too."
Oh, we go down.
Right.
Down below, like down below the water, down below the deck.
No, you have to get into the water. And then you have to swim down and find shiny things, as you put it, and then put it in the crab.
Okay. I look at Brennan. I'm like, I'm kind of scared after seeing that hand.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared. Let's all stay together.
It's okay. If it's undead, Ron, no problem for Ron, okay?
Okay.
We take care of it.
Okay.
You can all swim, right?
I'll leave it up to you. Ron, you can deal with the dead one.
Oh yeah, you don't like dead things. It's okay. We'll not let anything happen.
Yep, and you see Victoria kind of walking around with a sealed chest, and she opens it and pulls out a number of vials and hands them to each person that was going down below and says, "All right, don't spend it all in one place. Good luck to you. Bring us back lots of things. And you all get your share, of course. Those that negotiated their share. Happy hunting." She hands a potion to all of you.
All right.
How long do this last?
You got 1 hour.
Okay.
Okay. Should be easy enough. And
It doesn't mean you can't breathe air, right? Like we can drink it and then,
You can breathe there.
like if I need to put one toe in first and then like get down to the knee and then like that kind of thing, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
you're
okay.
fine. This
Hold the water.
potion is like when you pop the cork, it smells like seawater, very
Ugh. Does it
salty.
taste like seawater?
And you can see that it's looks kind of briny, and it has like a weird like gelatin like bubble floating in it.
Oh. Gross.
I set my watch for 1 hour.
Your mental watch.
And then, like, don't
well,
worry, guys,
okay.
I have a watch. It's waterproof.
All right. Well, bottoms up, everyone.
Cheers.
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 All right.
Does it taste like seawater?
Oh yeah, it's not good at all.
Oh god, that was disgusting. I'm gonna need to chase it with some of my special healing tonics to
Oh,
make it not taste so disgusting.
Oh, fancy.
Here, would you like to try a sip? Everyone, you can
Spoiler,
chase
it's
with.
actually
Very
vodka.
good. Oh, there's some in it. Healing tonic. For what ails you?
All right. Ron's just gonna.
That was good.
Is there like a rope or chain they have people guiding down, or are we everyone just jumping down?
Yeah, so everyone's kind of just going down the side of the ship and then jumping into the water and then sort of swimming downward. And you notice that Bilbar's not with you, but as you make your way down, you see him climbing on top of this weird silver drum. And he kind of kneels down, and you see a hatch open that was not able to be seen during a casual inspection of it. And he closes this hatch behind him, and goes inside. And you hear a large whirring sound as you see this big cylindrical drum just into the water as he's inside of it.
Whoa. Whoa, what is that thing? I've never seen anything like it before.
I think it's called a diving bell. Hey, mister, is that a diving bell?
What is diving bell? You can't ring bells underwater.
It's like, just looks like a bell.
As you make your way under the water, and he looks and goes, "That's the crab."
Do we put our stuff in there?
Crab.
What
So
is
put
crab?
the stuff in there and then get more stuff. Got it.
So as you
Oh.
submerge yourselves under the water, you can see that this large drum is just sort of sinking and sinking. And as you are sort of swimming downward, you go 50 feet, 80 feet, 100 feet, 120 feet. At about 160 feet or so, you finally reach the bottom. You see that there are a large sort of ecosystem of coral and kelp and other types of seaweed. And then as you hear this drum just hit the bottom, you hear another whirring noise, and you see what appear to be appendages come out of unseen compartments on this sort of contraption. And there are 3 on each side, and then you see 2 large metallic pincers come out of the front of it. And
Ooh,
each pincer
that's why
is
they call
holding
crab.
what appears to be a side of a large net. And you see the front open to see a sort of viewing port. You see Bilbar inside, and 2 eye stalks of some sort flash onward and provide light in a thin radius in front of the machine. And it starts to slowly walk on the bottom of the seabed. And you see the others sort of going and looking through various piles of debris and things of the sort. You see just large, like, beams of wood, splintered piles of things just kind of laid out everywhere underneath the water there. But
Are we able to talk to each other or just kind of point and gesture?
you absolutely are able to talk to each other.
Oh.
You know,
Because you can breathe
I have
underwater.
seen a lot of strange things in my life, not to mention just the past, like, month. But that is one of strangest things I have seen.
It is really odd. I would agree.
Like, how did they even think of this?
I mean, now I know why they call it the crab.
No,
Before I
that's
was
true. It makes more
confused.
sense.
Looked like a
Oh.
trash can or something.
Know what we
but-
should do after this? After we're done, we should get some crab legs for dinner. You know what I mean? I keep
Oh, do
seeing
you think
crab, and
there's...
it's like, that's all I want now.
Yeah. Yes. Do you think there's crab inside? That's
No,
wooden
no.
crab?
No, it's not. No.
No.
That
No.
would be cool,
Oh.
though, Ron.
Yeah, it's good crab meat inside.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go find some loot. Time's a ticking.
Okay.
Okay, you all have 1 hour. And what I will do is move you all to a little map
time.
where you can see various different things on the seabed. It is dark down here, you're pretty deep, but you do have the light from the crab, as well as some of you that are blessed with dark vision. I should say one of you.
Oh, Vid, can you cast light on my mace, please?
Yes.
Yeah, close my eyes for a second.
Map.
They're burning so much.
Yep, so Vin is able to cast light onto your mace. And one thing that you notice that you can speak to each other, but just the way that sound travels in water, it's hard to tell directionally where someone is, but you can hear them. Sound travels great through the water, but it's hard to tell direction. So
I can see with my vision.
you can see with your elf eyes. You should be able to.
Okay.
All right. And you see the the crab making its way on the sea floor. You see a couple of other swimmers making their way over to the first pile here of debris. One thing that you notice is you see these sort of, well, large crabs. Smaller than the crab, but about humanoid size, and they're just sort of using their pinchers to get food, kind of
Humanoid
clamping onto the
size?
debris.
Dinner.
Wow, that is a lot of crab meat. We should get some.
Maybe we get some loot first and then we grab dinner on the way up.
Okay, but Ron sees maybe a crash boat over here. You see this?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Lead the way.
All right,
Valkyrie,
you all are
stay
free
in
to move
back.
however you'd like at the moment. So,
All right.
I guess I searched through this rubble to see if I see anything shiny.
yeah.
Can we
So
look like investigation?
yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me. As
Everybody?
yeah, everybody can, since you're all looking individually through it.
10.
10, okay.
2.
2, okay.
These dice are fired. I'm getting new dice.
15.
Nice.
15. And then what was the last one? Or did I miss one?
I had 10.
10. Okay. So as you're all looking, you've got some time here. You're trying to move some of the wood out of the way. As you're trying to sort of lift, it's really heavy. And Ron's trying to like struggling to pull this thing up. Even under the water, it's extremely heavy. When Valken, you see as you're investigating that a lot of this debris is connected. It's all one big mass of debris here.
Is this...
And as you look, I'm trying to figure out what this is. What part of some ship was it?
on a ship.
You see what appears to be an eye stalk.
Oh.
Yep. Not a
And
ship.
then
Uh-oh.
another
Uh,
eye stalk.
not a ship.
Uh-oh.
And it
Dinner.
raises from the sea floor, pulling soot and sand and just putting it through the water. And you see a large
So big.
hulking crab.
That's deer. Holy shit.
And
That's a lot of food.
We're
I
going to
would
feed
like-
Mimi so much fucking crab, you guys.
I would like you all to roll initiative,
Oh, jeez.
Shiny.
as you all have seemingly did the one thing that would provoke combat. So here we go.
Really? What were we supposed to do?
I don't know.
Looking
It's up
at
to you all. Okay, Bryn, what was your initiative?
19. Let's
19.
go. I'm so ready to fight something.
Ron, what is yours?
14.
A 14. Valken, what is yours?
18.
An 18. Very nice rolls. And then Vin, what's yours?
4.
A 4. Okay.
Aw.
These dice are also fired.
All right.
Dice jail.
Dice jail. 2
As
dice.
the initiative starts, the crab sees what's happening, the crab, and is going to make its way over to you all. And it will move
Ooh, crab support.
30 feet. And then that is as far as it can currently move. So it's coming in to help. But up first is going to be Bryn. You see a
Great.
giant hulking crab and all sorts of crab friends around that you saw when you first came in.
Holy shit. Okay. I'm going to swim over and put myself right in front of this giant crab.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to eat you! And I'm going to stab it with my javelin.
All right, go for it.
It's been too long since I fought something, and I'm going crazy. Wait. It's been too long since I fought something. I forgot how to do this right. Pretty big.
Well, you take a d20 and then you roll it in your dice tray.
I think before I attack it, I'm gonna cast Enlarge on myself first.
All right, you cast Enlarge to make yourself some big Bryn energy.
Yeah, big Bryn energy, and then.
And I believe that's an action though, right?
Yeah.
That is your action. You're going to shove Vin out of the way,
Yeah,
making your
perfect.
space and filling that space to
Big
be
Bryn.
crab-sized.
And then
Or
I would
slightly
like to action surge to take an additional action,
All right,
and I'm gonna stab it with my javelin.
go for it.
Look, I'm so hungry, you guys. I wanted crab so bad. And that guy's a big fat one. He's gonna taste so good. Okay, let's see. How the fuck do I fight? Okay, javelin. That's gonna be 18 to hit.
An 18 hits. Roll your damage.
And then that's gonna be 8 damage plus what's the enlarge
A D4.
bonus? A D4 plus another 2,
So 10.
and then I get to second attack.
You do.
I'm just like filleting this guy. 14.
A 14 misses,
Okay. Okay.
and it also has one wound. I'm assuming as well from
Yeah, it
your.
does have a wound. Mm-hmm.
Got you. And since your javelin is
Ooh, I
piercing,
hope that doesn't mess up the flavor
good.
of the meat.
We'll see. Up
Sorry,
next.
guys.
There is something happening. It's a little dark and you can't see. However, you don't really see it until it's right on you, Vin. It's this other kind of smaller crab, but still a pretty big fucking crab under the water, kind of skitters its way over next to you, waiting to try to use its pincers. That's all it will do. Up next is the same, where another crab sort of scuttles its way across over behind you, Bryn. Valken, your turn.
Okay. Okay, so I basically like swim by Ron, tap him on the shoulder, like, okay, you got that one, and I'm gonna go intercept this crab here.
Okay.
And I mean, like, my sword, is it only a slashing weapon, or can I like thrust with a sword?
You would have disadvantage since a longsword is a slashing weapon.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta do that.
Underwater combat.
Is there certain swords that you can stab with?
Short swords and rapiers
Short sword and-
Rapiers. Yeah.
Yeah.
and daggers.
Oh yeah,
Daggers.
daggers are stabby.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your roll.
Uh-huh. Okay, well. That's, Wait. Wait, where's my weapon?
That's
Oh,
not
did you put it in
good.
your backpack?
Backpack probably messed everything up.
No, the backpack didn't work, so...
Oh, you guys, it's so sad. He grew up so poor, he doesn't even know what the backpack is.
It's not equipped. You just don't have it equipped. So it's equipped now. You should be able to see it.
Actually, I've been having similar problems. All my stuff unequipped before we started the session.
Yeah.
Like literally everything. So
All right,
everybody double check your character sheets.
What's your roll, Falcon?
Well, with disadvantage, it's 11.
An 11 is going to miss
Okay.
the little crab here.
We'll swing again, I guess.
Go for it.
No, that's gonna miss too.
Okay. Another way to get around this is if you somehow find a way to get a swim speed that negates the underwater combat stuff. But Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'll spend a key point for patient defense, I guess.
Okay. Warding off the crabs.
I don't want to be pinched.
Just a little pinch.
Another crab scuttles over to Valken, and it's going to pinch. And it has a 19.
With disadvantage?
They have a swim speed. They don't have disadvantage.
Okay, that hits.
They live in the water. They're accustomed to it. So you take 4 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Shit.
And
what does that mean?
the crab moves backwards, taking you with it.
There's a lot of crabs.
No.
Oh.
Up next is Ron.
I'm supposed to eat you, not the other way around.
I'm just gonna swing his mace poorly and hopefully he
All
rolls
right.
well enough.
Against Big Crab.
Oh yeah, it's a big old miss. Second hit.
I have an idea.
Ron does nothing this turn.
Okay. Up next is another crab. It's going to scuttle on over to you, Ron, and that's going to be his turn. And then another crab here is going to get over to Vin and try to le pinch. And okay, wow, crabs, a 17, which I believe hits you.
It does, yes.
And you take 3 bludgeoning damage. And it moves away, dragging you with it.
Oh. Oh, all my friends are getting dragged away. Shit.
Vinge, your turn. This crab has you grappled.
Can I cast spells while I'm grappled?
Sure.
I would like to hit it with poison spray.
Okay. Is that a constitution?
It is.
Oh, a big, nice natural 1. So yeah, it hits.
Yeah.
Go! Alright, so what level are we? 7. So 2d12. Alright, bringing back the exile dice for this. It is
For those big numbers.
14.
All right, you launch this poison spray from your hands as it sort of just emanates in the water and gets sort of mixed with it, and it envelops this crab, and you see it sort of twitch and just kind of retch and then just fall.
All like die.
It's a dead crab.
I yell,
Classic.
poison work!
That's a dead crab. You are no longer grappled for now.
We can't eat that one now.
Probably not a good idea.
No, it's a poison one.
Question.
Yep.
Since that was a cantrip, can I use my what's it called? Quicken spell to cast a regular spell?
Absolutely.
Actually, wait, shoot. Well, okay, question. This
Mm-hmm.
regular spell is a first level spell, Hex. Casting time is a bonus action. Does that still count?
You wouldn't need to use Quicken Spell then. You could just do it.
Oh, okay. So, then I will cast Hex on the Big Daddy.
Gotcha. And what ability are you hexing for this crab?
I will Hex its whatever it uses to move, or strength. Let's do
Strength. Gotcha.
That's good.
It
That's what we
is-
would use to grapple.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hexed
Why,
with
why would
strength.
you why would you hex Ron?
Listen, you're not the Big Daddy here.
Oh, up next is the Hulking crab, and as it sees a large morsel of Big Brin energy in front of it, it's gonna try and go for that.
Yeah, that's right. I look delicious.
So it tries to hit you. Once it is a 9, which misses, but it is going to attack with its other pincer for a 21,
Ooh, that will hit.
Damn.
and is not gonna feel good. It's all right. You take 12 bludgeoning
Oh,
damage.
just 12. That's fine.
And you are grappled.
Okay.
And it is going to start to move away.
It also takes its wound.
It sure does. Is that a D4?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll that for me and let me know.
Okay.
Anyone that would like to take
4.
opportunity attacks can.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
How do
disadvantage.
I
I'll
do
take
that?
it.
I've never done that before.
Do you have a melee weapon in your hand? Or you can try and punch it.
I do have I have a staff. What is it called?
Yeah, you
A
could try
quarter
that.
Staff?
Yeah.
18 hit.
And 18 does hit the hulking crab.
Right. She'll take 8 damage. No,
Okay.
9.
9 damage. So for Vin, just roll me a D20.
Is it plus anything?
Since you have your quarterstaff equipped, it would be +2.
11.
Does not hit.
Sorry.
As you kind of slam against the crab's carapace, it's just too hard to penetrate with that kind of blow.
I stick my tongue out at it and go.
And it has Bryn in one of its claws, just slinking away. The crab's turn. It is going to move forward here. I'll move it down one there. There we go.
Oh, I see it now.
And there we go. It turns to look at the crab, and you hear some more whirring and things happening as it drops the net with one of the claws and reaches out to try and claw the crab. It's going to out-crab the crab. 10 doesn't hit, and it is going to try one more time. And a 12 does not hit, so it could not crab the crab.
Crab the crab, yeah.
Bryn, you're grappled.
All right. That's fine. He can take me with him. This is my dinner. I'm not letting him get away anyways. I'd like to stab him.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to stab him again, but run.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading how Booming Blade works. If they willingly move 5 feet or more,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be away from me, just 5 feet or more. Perfect.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Booming Blade and then stab him.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, 19.
That hits.
Okay. 12 damage, and then he's gonna take some more if he moves.
All right, and
I'm
he's
gonna cook him.
pulsing with just sort of electric energy. All right. Up next is this little crab, and he's gonna try and le pinch Vin. Which, damn, these little crabs. Wish the big crab would roll like this. A 20,
Ooh, me.
and it does a total of 2 bludgeoning damage to you. But you are grappled, and it starts. Oops, not that way, right here. And it pulls you with it half of its speed. And it's currently swimming and has you in a claw, and it's going over this large chasm with you. This crab is going to try and pinch Falcon. 14, I believe, misses you.
Yep.
Your turn, Falcon.
Okay. I'm gonna try to break free.
Yep,
Of the
that
grapple.
will use your action, but you certainly can. You can either do an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna do an acrobatics.
Go for it.
And I got a 19.
You break free easily. You sort of just push out of this crab's pincer, and you break free easily.
Okay. Now I'd like to use another key point.
Okay,
Do Step of the Wind.
sounds good.
And I'm gonna use that to get away from these two. And Is Finn was being dragged?
Being dragged by
I'm
this
being dragged.
crab.
Okay,
And
These are facts.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you seeing my new speed? Can I try to catch up there?
Yep. So whatever your speed is, it's halved underwater, but you
Right.
use step of the wind, so you should be fine.
Yeah. It's like just my straight normal speed then.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. So I'll get up there. And I don't think I can do anything.
No,
No?
you can't. But you're there for moral support.
Okay.
I say thanks.
Falcon just swims
Okay.
up and you just see a thumbs up like.
This crab is going to move over to Bryn
Oh, great.
and is going to try and pinch. A 20. These little
I hit
crabs
Good
are just
Lord.
killing it. A 3 bludgeoning
crabs.
damage, but you're grappled.
3 whole damage. Wait, what does grappling do to it?
You're just grappled, but now you're grappled by
okay.
2 things.
Oh, I'm grappled by
Oh,
both.
they're gonna
Oh,
tear you apart.
All right.
Ron, it's your turn.
Oh. Ron's gonna sacred flame the one grappling Bryn.
Go for it.
I need a dex save of 13.
Oh, I got a 6.
Excellent. Ron unleashes 10 radiant damage.
All right, and this one gets obliterated with radiant energy.
Already roasted.
Mm-hmm. All right, anything else you'd like to do?
That is all. I will stand my ground.
Okay. Up next is gonna be this crab. It's gonna try and pinch you. But it's not gonna do it with that. Vin, you're next. You were grappled by a crab.
The one that's grappling me, I'm gonna hit it with poison spray, please.
Okay, and it makes a Constitution saving throw, which it fails miserably.
I was like, I need this to fail. All right. And 7 damage.
7 damage, not quite enough to kill it, but it's looking pretty damn rough. It's a sick crab.
Okay.
All right.
Wait.
Hmm.
I'll do quicken spell
Okay.
then to hit it with a bigger boy.
All right.
I hate to say it, but I feel like fire is just like not gonna help me right now. So
It's effective, but since you're underwater currently, that it won't hurt as much. They'll have resistance to it, so it'll do half as
Okay.
much damage.
This is not the Bryn I know.
let's do magic missile at it.
All right. How many? Where are you sending the darts? Where?
I'm gonna send. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna send 2 to the one that's grappling me,
Okay.
and then 1 to the big boy.
Okay, go ahead and roll the 2 for the crab that's grabbing you.
Okay, so that would be 4, 5, 6 plus 2, so 6, 7, 8.
That is a dead, magically missiled, poisoned crab. It lets go of you,
Nice.
obviously, as it's no longer alive and starts to sink into the chasm. And then what's the damage on the hulking crab? Which you also have hex on, so.
Correct. So that's 4, 5, and then plus that one. So that's a 6.
All right.
And then I kind of like nod at Valken for his moral support. And I'm like, thanks for being here.
Okay, up next is the hulking crab, and it lets go of you, Bryn.
Okay.
And it is going to disengage and is gonna try and crab GTFO because y'all are putting some hurting on him and his little friends. So he is going to swim away from you all.
No, our dinner.
Up next is going to be the crab.
Damage.
Oh
Wait.
yeah, how much damage is it?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Hey, we're at 5th level. 2d8. Mm-hmm. 8 damage.
8 damage.
And the water is like.
Okay. Let's see here.
What?
You all, which I made a mistake there, but you hear something in the distance as you hear some of the people that you were traveling with just say, no, and you hear them start to yell and scream.
That's not good.
And you hear them moving. Up next is this giant crab. And is going to move over here. And is going to try and take a pinch out of Valken, which it does not, unfortunately. It is Valken's turn.
Okay. I don't know if this works this way, but if I step in the wind again, that brings my speed to normal.
Yeah.
Is my attack still at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just attack that one. That came up right next
All
to
right,
me.
go for it.
Um, 13? Wait. No, sorry, 15.
A 15 is exactly what you need.
Finally.
Nice.
Okay. And that is 9 damage on that.
9 damage, okay. Looking pretty hurt.
Okay. Second attack. Oh my god. I rolled a natural 20. And then immediately after rolled a 1.
Oh no!
No!
Oh man. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Your dice get better.
I guess then I'll just try to punch it with a regular unarmed.
Go for it. Do some crab punching.
That's a 13.
Does not. All right. Next, you hear something similar to what you did earlier, and you can hear the dwarf say, "They're trying to take me!"
Uh-oh.
Ron.
Ron is gonna swim to the screams. I will disengage.
Okay, go for it. Move at your half speed.
10, 15. That is it.
All right. Up next, this crab is gonna try and swim away. I think it's had enough. And it's going to head back to its little chasm here. Righty, up next, and you hear again someone else screaming, and this was one of the other crewmates that was with you. And
We can't tell where.
you can't see, it's dark.
Oh shit!
I see something over there.
So if you see out of the corner of your
See a
eye,
shape.
you see for a moment a Sahuagin riding on a shark scoop up one of these crew members and just take off in the opposite direction. Vin, your turn.
So the crab that's right next to me, I'm gonna hit him with a poison spray.
Okay. Does not resist the poison spray either. Roll your damage.
Or ruined dinner.
19?
Oh yeah. Dead crab, 100%.
Let's go. And then I'm gonna go over to Ron.
Yep, you move half your movement speed.
Ooh. Is that it, right?
Yep.
I said, Ron, did you see that?
Yes.
Up next is the hulking crab, and it is going to move
No,
60
dinner.
feet. And it is currently out of the radius of the map. Unless you have anything else up your sleeves, you're not gonna be able to catch it. Up next is the crab. And it's going to turn and sort of look back to you all. And make its way over to this crab that's trying to escape. And is going to hit that time. Good job, crab. And it obliterates that crab.
Nice.
Bye, little guy.
I
They're not very strong. They're just big. Okay. Up next. Not you, Bryn.
Huh?
Well, someone's ahead of you. You just can't see the initiative.
Whoa. They rolled high.
Uh-huh. So this one is going to move at a very rapid pace away. I got my stuff all mixed up here. So based on its speed and the distance that you are all from it, you're not going to be able to catch up to it. As it makes its way off of the map. Bryn, you're next.
Okay. I'm gonna look longingly after my dinner that's escaped.
You got all kinds of dead
Sigh.
crab in front of you.
Yeah, but they're all poisoned. And then I'm gonna sigh and I'm gonna swim towards where I saw that shape. So let's see, my movement is
15.
But I'm huge, so does that mean
Nope. You don't have a swim speed, so it's still half.
No, I know, but do I move
You,
so
you
like
don't.
5,
Mhm.
10, 15?
Yep.
That's it? Well,
Yep.
shit. Ron, what was
Falcon.
that thing?
Oops. Falcon, your turn.
Okay.
You barely saw the Sahuagin on a shark grabbing the crew member that you knew as Joseph, the young human man, as he was being pulled along by the Sahuagin and traveling quickly that direction.
Okay. Bryn was swimming in that direction?
Yep.
I guess I'll take that as a cue to head that way too. So half speed, not very fast. I can get there.
Yep, and you get there in time to see this group drag the dwarf away at high speeds.
Can I do a bonus action step of the wind?
Sure, you could, yeah.
Just to get an extra.
An extra, what was it, 20 feet?
25.
Mm-hmm.
I can get there.
All right. Ron, it's your turn.
I will dash over to Valkan.
All right.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. And then as we move through the initiative, here you all get there just in time before the Sohagan drags away the last of the crew.
No.
And you see them disappear to the north into what looks like an area dense with kelp as they are screaming for help as you see them disappear to the north. So with that, the crab moves over to you all, and you hear Bilbar saying, he says, I will return to the surface and alert the crew to bring the ship around. Please pursue.
Oh, okay. We will do what we can.
And you see the crabs sort of just start slowly floating up as you hear some levers pull and some whirring inside of the mechanism. But we will do now is we will take a short break. So whenever we get back, we will see how the crew fares. You know which direction they're going. You saw the crew being taken, and it's up to you all to decide what to do. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes. So get some snacks and stretch your appendages, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Snack.
Be back soon.
Snack.